The truth behind the collapse of the 21-story in Ikoyi. Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do really appreciate. If today is your first time of stopping by, you are also welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and please subscribe to my channel. Following the collapse of the 21-story building in Ikoyi, Lagos State on Monday, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has ordered the suspension of the general manager of Lagos State Building Control Agency. And he also said that the government will investigate what went wrong and punish those found responsible for the collapse of the building. The 21-story building was still under construction when it suddenly collapsed on construction workers. Men of the Federal State Fire Service and Rescue Team and men of the Lagos State Emergency Agency (LASMA) have been on ground ever since the incident to rescue those trapped. According to Director General LASMA, Dr. Femi Oke Osanitolu, the agency has activated its emergency response plan to the above incident. As shocking as this strategy, the question on everyone's mouth is, what is the cause of this collapse? What caused this collapse? From the information we gathered, they said investigations are still ongoing to ascertain the cause of the collapse. However, it was revealed that the owner of the collapsed 21-story Gerard Terrace building in Ikoyi was given the approval to construct only 15 floors, but he ended up to construct 21-story building. The general manager, Lagos State Building Control Agency, Mr. Bolahan Oki, disclosed that the owner, of the properties have been arrested and would face the law because people have died in the disaster. Mr. Oki said that he got approved for 15-story building and he exceeded his limit. I am on the ground here and the materials he used are so inferior and terrible. The general manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency and the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority are also on ground to make summary assessment on the spot of the extent of the damage to the surrounding structures, if any. But then there is a plot twist in this case, because after the collapse, a document surfaced on social media alleging that the engineering company that began the construction of the terrace building withdrew its consultancy service a year ago because it couldn't guarantee the integrity of the building. A letter written by Proris Engineering Limited to Force Code Height Limited showed that the engineering company withdrew from the Gerard Terrace project in February 2020. Proris Engineering Limited said it can guarantee the integrity of the first two-story building it constructed for the Force Code Height Limited, but wouldn't guarantee the integrity of the third building from anything above the fourth floor. The third building is what collapsed on November 1st. The letter Proris Engineering Limited wrote withdrawing its services read, "This letter is to formally inform you of the withdrawal of our structural consultancy service from the above-named project. We arrive at this decision due to the fact that we no longer share the same vision with you as our client in terms of how the project is being executed. We can guarantee the integrity of the first two-story building and also work done up to the fourth floor of the third building, supervised by us, provided specifications have been met in terms of the required concrete strength. This we did not have control over, as we did not have the concrete cube test of each stage of the building till date. Also note that we are not taking responsibility for any other construction errors that may have occurred over time on the project. Furthermore, we request that our company's name and logo be removed from the project board and also kindly notify all necessary approving authorities of our withdrawal from the project. We regret this decision and the lost opportunity to do business together. We look forward to future cooperation in other projects." Several people have died because of this. The Proris Engineering have already envisaged that something like this is going to happen. They were talking about the casualties, so many people injured, although not verified. It is speculation that at least 50 persons are reportedly trapped under the collapsed building, although not verified though. The construction workers were actively working inside the building when it collapsed on them. You see the kind of country we are, the country that toys with human life. The general manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency said they gave him permits for 15-story building and he went ahead. to build up to 21 story. What did they do? When he started the 16th one, they say that he have exceeded. What did they do? That is the same thing we are talking about this country. Corruption will not end in Nigeria. Nigeria, they don't mind. Once you lobby them, give them money, all they just want is for their own family. Because they are now saying it that we gave him authorization we gave him authorization for 15-story building, but he's making up to 21-story building. Were they sleeping? Didn't they see him doing it? Because money have already exchanged hand, money have shut them up, they cannot say anything. We thank God that the building collapsed when it's still under construction, not when thousands of life must have moved into the building. I wish it's after completion they've started using the building. Just imagine that kind of building, the thousands of people that are going to stay under that building. We thank God it happened at this stage. The use of inferior materials, that is what they call penny wise, pound foolish. Now he has lost millions of nairas. Instead of adding a little cash, little thousands to get the original ones, he went ahead and used inferior materials. Now he has lost millions. So this country, greed and corruption will not kill this country. It's only God that is going to help Nigeria. And God knows how many more people's souls are being missing there. Because the building is huge. There is no way they can see everybody. Nigerians toy with human life just because of money. The owner have been arrested. Before you know, yes, they will give him life imprisonment. He will rot it there. What about the other people that lost their life? How can you add additional 16? How can you add additional 6-story building to the original approved plan by government, and government they will just keep quiet? Because there is no way you will tell me that government don't know about it. Those people that approve it, they know about it, but they refuse to talk because they have taken money. That is it beats my imagination that anyone will want to compromise code and standard for such massive, critical and complex project like a skyscraper. It's unbelievable. It's so sad that many innocent lives were lost while legitimately looking for their daily bread. Very painful. You want to build a skyscraper, the very least you can do is just to use the best of the best materials. You don't need to compromise standard when it comes to building like that. In fact, no building, you don't need to compromise standard in building where people will live, where lives will be living. You don't need to compromise standard. This is all just because of money. People have lost their lives because of money. And to top it all, you that is compromising standard, you are not paying more, he's going to pay more. He has lost millions of nairas because he want to compromise standard. The money you use to bribe people, why not use the money and add to the materials you will buy? Anyway, guys, on this note, I'm going to drop it here. Please kindly drop your comments behind the comment section. I would like to hear it from you, know what your thoughts are. Thank you for stopping by, and please subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate it.